Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, we are continuing with 7th chapter of Business Studies of class 12th. The name of chapter is Directing. In my previous lecture, we have discussed points related to motivation, incentives, monetary, non-monetary, Maslow theory, and lots more. Today we are going to discuss something about leadership. So what is leadership? Who is the leader? Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of people at work towards the achievement of a specified goal. The following elements must be present in the leadership. It is the process of influence. The influence is always for achievement for common goals. There must be minimum 2 or more persons present. Influencing your own behavior is not leadership. The influence should be to get the willing cooperation of the employees and not the forceful cooperation. Now, what are the features of leadership? Leadership indicates the ability of an individual to influence others. Leadership tries to bring change in behavior. Leadership shows interpersonal relationship between leaders and follower. Leadership is to achieve common goal. Leadership is a continuous process. So that's all about leadership. Now moving to the next topic is different styles of leadership. Leadership styles refer to a leader's behavior pattern. A leadership style is the result of the leader's philosophy, personality and experience and value system. Leadership styles depend upon the types of follower and the atmosphere prevailing in the organization. So basically there are 3 types of leaderships: autocratic, democratic or participative, free reign or laissez-faire style. Talking about autocratic style, leaders only make decision. It is one-way communication, that is, it flows downward. Fear and punishment, that is negative motivation. There is no delegation of authority. Focus is on leader control. Leader provides only the directions. No scope for initiative, means I only stands. Discipline, you have to obey the order and discipline. Now the second one is participative or democratic. Leaders make decision in consultation with subordinates. Two-way communication, reward and involvement is the positive motivation. Delegation of authority is possible to some extent. Focus is on group centered. Role of leader is here maintain a teamwork. Scope for initiative and creativity style is V style, and there is an interchange and exchange of ideas, views, thoughts among the participants or follower. Now the last is free reign or laissez-faire style. Subordinates themselves makes decision. There is free flow of communication, self-direction and self-control, complete delegation of authority, individual centered, provide support and resources, full scope for initiative, and style is U style. It is suitable for self discipline and self control. Now, where is the suitability of autocratic style? A company follows fear and punishment disciplinary technique. Leader prefer to dominate in the decision making. In that way, it is suitable. Now, what is the suitability of participative style? When goal of a company is to increase the job satisfaction. When leader wants to share decision making with their subordinates. Now, what is the suitability for free reign or laissez-faire? Subordinates are well trained and highly knowledgeable. Subordinates are self-motivated and are ready to assume responsibility. Positive effect on the job satisfaction and morale of the subordinates. Maximum scope for the growth and development of the subordinates in laissez-faire or free reign style of leadership, and full use of potential and capacity of employees. This style involves complete delegation of authority so that subordinates themselves can take action. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.